Hello and welcome to today's video. Today we are discussing homeschooling. I'm going to give tips on what you should do to start homeschooling your child. We have seen a tremendous growth in need for homeschooling over the past 2 years, 2020 years and 2021. And we still are not sure what's going to happen in 2022. So due to the coronavirus outbreak, which left so many students outside school or stuck at home, unable to go to school, especially students or children with special needs or those with disabilities. We have seen them stuck at home, unable to go to school because of their conditions and all that. And like I said, we don't know what's going to happen next year. So this video, if you have been considering homeschooling, this video is for you. And I hope it will reach out to so many people. My name once again is Shelly N. I am the principal consultant at Taboshi Inclusive. I'm an inclusion consultant or a specialist. I have done or was trained in special education. I have worked in schools as coordinator for inclusive program, and I have started this company to help organizations develop inclusive solutions and support. So welcome to this video. I hope it will help you. The first thing that you should consider in terms of, or if you want to homeschool your child, is to check on his strengths and weaknesses. Homeschooling is a very different environment. That means that your child will be schooling or learning alone most of the time, and he will be learning at home, unlike the traditional system where we take children to school and they learn at school, and then we later on go and pick them and bring them at home. So in the system, the child is learning at home, and most of the time he is learning alone or under the supervision of either the private tutors or the teachers, or the private tutors or the parents. So this is a completely new setup for a child, especially if he has been going to school. So you need to know his strengths and weaknesses. Why do we need to know the child's strengths and weaknesses? You cannot teach a child whose strengths and weaknesses you don't know. And if you are a parent, yes, we assume that you already know that. But I just wanted to stress that you know the weaknesses and the strengths of your child, so that as you be taking him through, you know what he can be able to do or he cannot do. Some of the children cannot read, so it means you have to start there as you homeschool. Yes, the number 3 thing that you need to consider is the home environment. How conducive is your home environment for homeschooling? You might fail, or you might postpone, or you might defer homeschooling of your child because the home environment is not very conducive for homeschooling, meaning maybe it's too noisy, maybe there's no proper space for homeschooling, or many other factors. Really, you have to ensure that the home environment is safe, it's conducive in terms of the space that you need for schooling, in terms of safety, in terms of cleanliness, in terms of noise, all those things you need to consider if you want to do homeschooling. Check your home environment to see. And as much as possible, that home environment should be like a traditional school or an institution where other students are learning. You might not, we cannot say 100% like the school, but in as much as possible, try to make it look like a school, because you want your child not to miss out on anything that is happening in school. You might even have to consider issues of playing, issues of, how you paint your walls, how you do things. At school, Ghana, that is the place that has been set up as a school with the help of professionals. So if you are going to change, or if you are going to homeschool your child, you better make sure that everything is level and as much as possible. We move on to the fourth. The fourth aspect is the resources. Do you have the necessary resources for homeschooling in terms of books? Resource books, in terms of what is provided at school, in terms of the teaching aids, in terms of all the necessary resources for teaching and learning. Do you have them? If you are not sure what resources you need, you can still go back to school and ask the teachers, what do I need to homeschool my child? What are the resources that are needed for the standard and over the standard, so that you know what you're supposed to be using for homeschooling. If it is textbooks, the teachers would be able to help you in terms of what textbooks are recommended or what textbooks that you can use. So this is the issue of resources. Also, resources might mean tutors. Are you able to teach or to tutor all subjects? Do you need extra help in terms of human resources? So all these you take into consideration. One more thing that you also need to do for homeschooling is to develop a schedule, or you call it a timetable or a plan. Make sure you have a plan of what you're going to do each and every day, or a timetable showing how you're going to go about your subjects. Say, for instance, the child is doing 6 or 7 subjects. How are you going to do them on each and every day, at each and every time? This plan helps you to account for the time. It also helps you to balance the subjects such that you allocate times for each and every subject. Of course, this would also depend on the strengths of your child and also the material, the curriculum, how much you are supposed to cover within the time frame within a certain time, or within the amount of time that we have. So basically, that is the plan that we have to develop. You may go to school and ask the teachers to provide you with the plan they use for other students, if you are able to do that, or you can come to people like us who are consultants that can help you to come up with that plan, because that plan is based on the curriculum, and it also helps in terms of knowing how much you are lagging behind and how much you have covered within at a certain period of time. So basically, you need that plan. It also helps you to stay focused. It helps you to account for each and every day, each and every minute of your time, and also to keep track such that the child is at par or at the same level with those who are in the institutional school. Yes, we're going towards the end. You have done it all. You have done the basis. You have laid the foundation. Now you are ready to start. once you have developed a schedule, you have found a place, or you have developed a conscious place for learning, you have collected the relevant materials, you have done it all. Now you are ready to start. Now, starting homeschooling would never start if you have to get it everything perfectly. You have to start where you are, right where you are. Just start taking that child on a homeschooling. Start homeschooling the child. Start doing those reading lessons. Start doing that maths. Start doing those practicals. Start doing those research. Start doing the work as per your schedule. Start homeschooling and see how it goes. Start where you are. That is what I want to say. It's a beautiful thing to start. People, we can take forever to start, but I'm happy that finally, after doing all these things, I'm able to tell you, and I'm able to encourage you to start. So just start. Yes, we have come a long way, and we are close. We are just about to land, believe you me. We are at number 7. Number 7 is that you journal, you record your experiences each and every day. Please record those experiences. I might be coming your way as a researcher, and I would need that information, that data, raw as it is. So record your experiences on each and every day basis, time and again. Record your experiences. This recording of your experiences, since you are very, very new, it will help you in terms of fine-tuning your work, in terms of reflections that you can use to fine-tune your work. It can also help you in terms of what we call monitoring and evaluating your work, so that you can be able to make improvements as you go. Remember, this is something that you have just started and you want to become better in it. So journaling is very, very key in the sense that it helps you to keep track of what you are doing. Yes, we have come to number 8, find and or give support. In this aspect, what I'm trying to say here is that you need to find parents like you, if you are, or guardians like you, who are giving support to children who are homeschooling their children. You join those groupings, those associations, those unions, if they're around in your locality, and then you give support. Like you are already using this video, you might want to use this video in those groupings to also teach or share with other parents how to homeschool. So please, for whatever reason, join a group of other parents with children, especially with children with disabilities, so that you can share some of these tips. You never know what you might learn from one other parent. And you also need support in terms of emotional support, in terms of materials, in terms of other things. Education is a very broad thing that you can handle alone. Also, you can get support from people like us who are consultant. You come once in a while, we will upskill you, we will give you the relevant skills. Like we are doing these videos to help you or to skill you to be able to take on this task of homeschooling. So this is the kind of support that I'm talking about. So give and find support for yourself, and also give support. It's very, very important that whatever little thing that you learn, you share with others. That also helps you to grow. Most of the people think that when you share with others, you lose. No, you gain more, because that is the process of helping you to also grow. So find and or give support. But actually, I want to say find and give support to others. Yes, we have come to the end of this video, but before we part, I just want us to look at one or two things here. I just want to remind you of what we have covered in this video. We were looking at things that you can do to start homeschooling, and I shared that homeschooling is very, very key. It's just a school away from school, the traditional school that we know, a school where a child is learning from home, and it might be under the supervision of parents, or might be under the supervision of private tutors. So you need to know what the curriculum that child needs to be doing. You need to be able to know the strengths and weaknesses of your child. You need to develop a proper space for homeschooling, or where you can be schooling the child. You need to develop a schedule for educating that child at home, or tutoring that child at home. You need to put in place such things. So basically, these are the things that we said. I also talked about the resources, that you need to make sure that you have the relevant teaching and learning resources. Yes, you might not be able to get as much as the school has, because some of the things might not necessarily be very, very important, but you need to have one or two of those resources which are really, really key. And also you need to find support. We are here to support you. You need to find us, and you will find us. You will need to look for us, to seek for us, and then you will find us. And then we can help you on this beautiful journey of homeschooling. We can take you through. There's so many things that we can share with you. So this is the story about homeschooling. I hope this video helps you a lot, and I just want to say thank you very, very much for taking your time to watch this video and to learn. And also, don't forget to subscribe to this channel. This is the channel that you really, really need. Don't forget to subscribe it, and also spread the message. You can see that we are just new. We need to grow more than this. We need more subscribers. And please subscribe. Don't forget to share our stories, and let's hope to see